Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you might be. In this video, which is directed in the main at beginners and learners in Excel, I'd like to talk about the most commonly used function in the program, that is the AutoSum function. It's called the AutoSum because it does things automatically for me. It adds automatically. And the way it works is this. If I want to add the numbers here in column C, I can click in the cell in which I want the answer, and when I click the AutoSum button here in the Home tab, Excel guesses that they are the numbers that I wish to add, and it surrounds its guess with a scrolling marquee. Some people call them marching ants, and all I then need to do is to press enter, although I often use control enter, which keeps me in the same cell, and Excel shows me the answer. Now what most people do is to autofill by pointing carefully at the right hand bottom corner, and drag through the cells in which they want the answer, which copies the formula. So the formula, which started off as C6 to C11, in this cell has been made D6 to D11, E6 to E11, etc. Now that's fine. What I'm going to do is to delete the formula there, and I want to show you a different technique. If I select a group of cells and click the AutoSum button, Excel automatically adds for me the contents of those cells. That can be very, very handy where you have lots of columns to add, because it saves you losing control of the autofill button, which is not hard to do if you have many columns to add. Now, similarly, if I drag down through the cells here and I want the totals across there, all I need to do is to click the AutoSum button and Excel adds those numbers for me. So I didn't need to put the formula in that cell and then autofill down. I selected the cells and then simply clicked on the AutoSum button. So nice and easy. The average. The average function is in the drop arrow next to the AutoSum button, where there are various other statistical functions available to you. The commonly used statistical functions count, max and min, that we'll talk about in a subsequent video. If I want the average, Excel works in the same way. It looks up the column and it says, are there two or more numbers that I can find the average of? If there are not, it looks to the left and it will stop at a cell that is blank or contains text. So let's click the average function and it guesses that I want the average of that cell. Well, obviously it's guessed incorrectly. So what I need to do is to drag through the cells and select the cells for which I want the average. And when I've done that, control enter gives me the average of those cells. If I look at the formula, it says average C6 to H6. Now I can autofill down, and there it has shown me the average of each of those cells. Now what I can do, if I wish, is to click in that cell and say AutoSum. Yes, no problem. Control enter. I'm simply fulfilling the spreadsheet matrix now. And this one, I can say average. It's guessed incorrectly, isn't it? It looked to the left because it came to a blank cell. So I need to drag down through those cells to override its guess and control enter. And there it has shown me the average of those cells. So we need to be aware that Excel is not always perfect, particularly where the AutoSum and the average functions are concerned. A little bit of practice, a little bit of thought as to how Excel handles these particular functions, and it will make your life much easier, less mistakes, therefore time is saved. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe unless you've already done so. Love to have you as a subscriber, and we love likes and comments, of course. And good luck with your journey in Microsoft Excel. See you next time. Bye for now.